The Rap Roundtable.
Hey, you know, like when you watch the boxing and shit, and then the flurry happen, and then the referee come and he do like this. I think we are in that era
It's that moment.
after,
It's that moment right now.
after what we just witnessed about 10 minutes ago. Crash dummy with all the other chaos that's been taking place. Crash dummy drops out of left field right when we about to go live. It's a good thing we didn't react to Joey last night because then Rayvon dropped, motherfucking Daylyt dropped.
Yeah.
Did Joey drops again? Y'all. I mean, I want to just make it clear. This is the Rap
I'm not
Roundtable.
entertained.
Shit.
Right?
Jov, Cicera Rap Snob, Macito, Dini's on his way. Snuck out of work to make this shit happen. I'm probably gonna be late for work. Macito just woke up from his job and shit. We here with y'all niggas. Real quick, to anyone who complains about me or anyone talking to the chat, we're never gonna stop talking to the chat. We do this because we have a chat to talk to. Stupid. Yes. Anyway, hit the like button, hit the notification, but after you hit the subscribe option, lock in with the Rap Roundtable, lock in with this cloth shit. Shout out to Baylor. The t-shirts came in. Merch is coming really soon.
Very soon.
We got our samples. The samples are gas. Shout out BTG for that one right there.
Sir.
Fellas, it's a great time to be a real human. Rapping.
No fan, not a visitor.
The
you know
bars,
what I mean?
Facts, bro. Joey, you on a 20 to 5 run right now, though. So say the rap star, I'm getting out of your way. Talked enough. Talk about it.
Cook.
Listen, man.
Cook.
It's time to call it. It's time to call it. Wait, y'all gotta wait. Get your white flags out. You know what I mean? Throw in that towel. You know what I mean? He's punching on y'all, and he's not stopping. You know what I mean? And it's not like little jabs at this point anymore. These shits is straight haymakers, uppercuts, left hooks, uppercut again, body blow. Y'all motherfuckers spitting up blood. You know what I mean? Like, it's a wrap. It's really a wrap because we were ending the stream last night. My town dropped. And I was tight. And I was telling John, I was like, yo, let's stay on. He was like, nah, chill. I was like, all right, bet. My town drops. Loaded Lux on the record. He didn't, to be clear, Joey was handling this just fine by himself.
Talk about it.
On that record too, just fine by himself. Original beat and everything. Because I'm going to talk about that in a second too. Because these West Coast motherfuckers keep jacking New York beats, trying to like thinking they doing something. They're not really doing nothing with them beats.
And getting high early, heard you.
So Joey My Town come in spitting fire. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, whose music is that? Loaded Lux coming down the fucking aisle. Like when I tell you on so many levels how fire it is that he got Lux on that record, you know what I mean? But like hands down, the best battle rapper of all time. You know what I mean? To ever get on a battle rap stage. You know what I mean? You can talk about wins and losses or whatever. Like, as far as GOATs go, the GOAT of battle rap is from the town. You know what I mean? So he got Loaded Lux on that shit. He spit crazy. You know what I mean? And at that point already, it was like, all right, this shit is in round 12 already. These motherfuckers is not coming back. You know what I mean? The scorecard is in our favor. You know what I mean? Maybe it wasn't a knockout just yet, but the scorecard is in our favor. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, then Rayvon drops. You know what I mean? GoldenEye. All right, cool. He went with the Diddy angle. You know what I mean? So it seemed a little far-fetched, you know what I mean, to go the Diddy angle and started talking about like the Troy Ave situation. Like, all right, cool. Then Daylyt drops with some fucking schizophrenic ass motherfucking record. It had like 10, 15 different beats. I lost count how many different fucking beats that shit had. You know what I mean? He had like 5 different personalities on the shit. By the end of it, he starts talking about his own mental health issues. Bro, put the fries in the bag, bro. We didn't come for that shit. Why are you talking about your mental health issues on a fucking battle record? Get the fuck out of here. And so by that point, I was like, all right, Joey got this. And then just 10, 15 minutes ago, Oh my God. Took the Pac beat, took the West Coast flow, and fucking body bag the whole way through. The bars, the energy, the bravado, the everything, man. Just the pocket, the ferocity, everything. Yo, when I tell, all right, this shit was in round 12, and I was like, all right, as long as we, we don't have to go for the knockout at this point. This motherfucker said, nah, fuck that. I'm uppercutting. I'm knocking these motherfuckers out. He just landed that knockout blow. This shit is done. This shit is done. 12th round. The bell is not saving y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all getting the 10 count. Y'all out of here. Pack all y'all up. All of y'all. All of y'all. And if anybody else want to jump out, y'all want to go up against Loaded Lux? I don't think so. Pack y'all up, rolled y'all up, smoked y'all. Fuck out of here.
Put the fries in the bag. Sent me though.
Wow. Wow.
What up, gang?
Dean in the building. What's good, Dean?
Chilling, man.
What's good, gang? Let's talk about it though.
Listen, Sin is cooking, bro. Sin is cooking. Like I said, I feel like a few people got offended on the last live when I said Joey is whooping all of these niggas' asses by himself. And today I feel even more right in that sentiment. Listen, there's been, even from the epic live last night, go check that out. We've had 4 more records. Like, come on now, like this is hip hop, like P Cutter Street Wars. We on track 30 by now. But like Sin said, and like I said, Joey is really packing them up by himself. Like, and let's get to the big point, right? Let's get to the Kendrick of it all. That's what's hanging over this whole entire thing, right? Listen, I get it. You know what I mean? Kendrick is on top of the world. He's on tour. I don't have Kendrick on the clock. I'm not saying he, should even, but what all the folks are saying that Kendrick is signing off on this, right? That's what the people are saying in the records, right? And eventually, and I don't think Kendrick is going to respond, but in a perfect world, because I love battle raps, I love rap, I love hip hop. In a perfect world, listen, Joey Badass has taken out Shane McMahon in the Mean Street Posse at this point. These guys are done, okay? They're done. If he can get the Kim Shamrock in the Big Boss Man, which is maybe the second level of TDE, I don't know how this is working right now. I don't know if after these records things can get even further, but Joey is climbing the ladder right now. Listen, I'm still gassed off this last record he just dropped. Just like you said, the Pac beat. He's even getting even more intricate with the raps. He's even getting, he's alluding to Top Dog being in on all of this, right? It seems like everybody's throwing out things, just like you said, Sin. One side right now is keeping it hip hop, bars, entendres, raps, going crazy. I'm still trying to, get to all the entendres in the Loaded Lux verse. This is one of the greatest battle rappers of all time. I'm still trying to break that down.
Go.
Listen,
I'm calling it.
And Daylyt, I feel like Daylyt. Listen, Daylyt, I don't want to hear any Diddy bars from you when I heard what you said about Diddy. There's footage of what you said about Diddy, Daylyt. Daylyt needs to knock it off.
Oh, Vlad.
Listen, talk about it. But Joey and Loaded Lux, crazy record. Joey just now with this record is going crazy, and I'm gonna take the kid gloves off. The other side is not impressing me right now. I didn't like the Rayvon record. You know what I mean? The back down beat, I was unimpressed by that mix. The Diddy bars, Bukkake bars, I'm not here for.
Come on, man.
Let's be honest here. I'm not here for those. And the Daylyt record, I'm not feeling as well. You know what I mean? He brought
up Pokemon at some point. Like, bro, we didn't come to talk about this nerd shit, bro.
Listen,
fucking nerd weirdo, get out of here, man.
And Daylyt raps at a high level. I understand. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say Daylyt is a whack rapper. You know what I mean? But sometimes you can go over people's head too much. Even Lupe in his battle raps brings down the intricacy a little bit. You know what I mean? I didn't like the Daylyt record. Maybe when Genius gets to tell me what this meant and that meant, I might like it a little bit more. But I didn't like that record.
Joey is getting right to it. He's taking out, he's taking out everybody in sight right now. And I'm feeling where everything is. You know what I mean? I at this point, I don't think Rayvon have anything for him. I don't think Daylyt have anything for him. AZ Chike, I'm not gonna be disrespectful like Joey was. I'm not even thinking that record is enough right now. Joey's taking out everybody. That's my sentiment today.
Yeah, man.
It's a real sentiment. I already see, like, we know what to expect. It's gonna be a lot of West Coast people who are gonna press play on this, and I appreciate the West Coast unity, hands down. Y'all unite in the way that New York just doesn't unite, and I respect that 120%. But uniting or not, that don't got nothing to do with rap. You know what I'm saying? It don't got nothing to do with rap. So if y'all upset, y'all getting in y'all feelings because Joey's whooping feet, I don't know what to tell you. Deanie, talk to me.
I think when you listen to what everybody's saying in the chat, you listen to, you talk to niggas about this. I feel like there's two sides of fans. There's a fan that just wants bars. Like, all I want is bars, straight, like, fucking waterboard bars, bro. You're strapped down in the seat and someone just keeps throwing bars, which I feel like Daylyt is doing. But the substance behind everything is just like, it's just not hitting to me, bro. Like, they're like salads to me. You know what I'm saying? They're great for you, nutritious. You feel me? But on average, you ain't checking for the salad, bro. Like, it's missing mad components. I feel like sonically, a lot of these records are just not, the replay value on a lot of these records is just not hitting to me, bro. I think Joey, say what you want about him, like Sin and May said, the bars are there, the scathingness is there, the intensity is there, and these are replayable records. Records you're like, oh shit, he's actually talking. The shit that I just heard from Daylyt with the AO, bro, on today's episode of Who the Fuck Asked for This? I'm sorry.
We kind of did, but we didn't want that.
No. We asked for Daylyt to come out. We didn't ask for
I
that approach.
I didn't ask for the therapy sessions. I didn't ask for the mental relapses. I didn't ask for that, bro. Like, Joey's shit is very intentional. Bars are just straight rapping. Like, Daylight's rapping. No, like that's another thing. Like, this certain rappers lyrically, they'll always be rapping. Daylyt will be 70 and be able to put great bars together. But it's just like, when you press play on this shit, like, did you in your heart, except for if you dick ride, there's some dick riders out there, but unless you dick ride, you listen to the record like, yo, I wouldn't want to have to do. I didn't feel like that with these records, bro. Even the GoldenEye joint, cool records, like more attacks on like New York than Joey himself. But I get it. But the funny thing is, yo, this shit ain't even start off with y'all niggas. I hollered at Shorty in the red. What are all you niggas in blue doing popping out? You get what I'm saying? Like, Shorty right there. Kendrick, pull up. You know what I'm saying? Not Daylyt, not Rayvon, not AZ Shike, not Reason, not none of these niggas, bro. Like, it just funny. Yo, it's just funny how it all started. It was all good just a top of the year ago. My son fired at the top of the totem pole. At this point, it's like Mortal Kombat. You know, after you beat a nigga, you ascend up that little rocky slope to that next person. Like the next, it's the same shit, bro. I just don't. I expect so much more, bro. Especially from Rayvon, because I'm expecting like real raps. But I'm getting bops. I'm getting fake New York medleys. Like, it's not what I wanted, bro. Maybe I'm trying not to be biased, but I'm like, I need more, bro. I need just more than just actually being able to rap. That's the bare minimum. We all know everyone in this fucking battle can rap. Everyone, from the top to the bottom. That's never the question. This is the time you show niggas you can actually make a great record in your battle. You get what I'm saying? Especially since we're talking about the top guy from the East Coast who just had maybe the greatest diss record of all time now. He's gotta have surpassed Ethan now. When you look at the numbers and the substantiation of everything.
Top guy from the West Coast?
Yeah, Kendrick. So what I'm saying is that if Kendrick is able to do that, I understand why these other niggas want to do that too, but it's not really for you. You get what I'm saying? Right. It really isn't. So it's a lot of music coming out. And like I said, this for a lot of these niggas, there'll be no more time where there's this many eyes on you. I'm not saying that to shit on these niggas. I'm saying that it's like, y'all niggas is hot right now. Each and every one of you niggas, AZ, Shike, fucking Reason, each and every person who stepped into this battle has got crazy views. I'm sure your numbers have went up in some capacity. You know, so this is the time you actually pop out and make shit niggas want to press play on. Like there's 100 bars from each Daylyt record that I'm like, yo, quotable bars. But my replay finger just does not feel like pressing play on these shits again, especially the last one. Like Word 2, I could deal with, but hey, yo, it's just like there's no replay value in that song for me. I can listen to that song with no beat, just dissecting the bars for the rest of my life. But as far as a total record, bro, they're not hitting to me. All the Joey records are hitting. If that's biased, that's biased. But I just think, like Sin said, the rapping, bro, intentional rapping. I'm coming directly for your head. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming for the soul. I'm coming for the gut. It's all in rap spirit. It's not specifically just West Coast. It's not West Coast. Look how long it took the nigga to break out a West Coast beat. Every beat was original prior to the shit. I mean, but when 9 niggas is remixing East Coast New York beats, I mean, what do you expect the nigga to do?
I mean, you're not wrong on that front. Real quick, everybody, even if you disagree, this is rap. We having a rap discussion. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe option, hit the notification bell. You don't gotta agree to do that. Hit those buttons, lock in. We could disagree about rap. This shit is not personal. It's not no coastal warfare. We are having lyrical sparring. Dare I say, in some moments, lyrical excellence. Let's not get caught up in our emotions and our feelings about some coastal imaginary battle. This don't got nothing to do with no coast. This is some West Coast niggas versus a New York nigga and maybe another New York nigga. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how much Lux is going to be involved going forward. Don't let none of that stop you from hitting that like button, hitting the subscription option. There's going to be times, because keep in mind, there's going to be times where you do agree with us as well. So don't get caught up right now. Oh, these niggas is hating that. You don't know what they're talking about. Because there's going to be a time where you love what we got to say. In this moment, if you disagree, it's okay. But let's have this conversation. When it comes to this situation, bro, my town, off the rip, bro, like Sincere made the reference, and like I'm a co-opt it as well. It was like motherfucking Stone Cold in the ring, hitting niggas with the chair. It did Lux music, and if you smell it, it's like, oh shit, The Rock is here too. Wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the thing before we even get into Crash Dummy, the thing about what we not really, or not they, I should say not we, they are not talking about is the fact that up until my town, because we're gonna get the Crash Dummy in its entirety in a second, but up until my town, it was nothing but power shots landed. We wasn't wasting time with imaginary tales and trying to slander. Joey was landing big power shots, starting with the freestyle, punched on Daylyt. Followed that up with the Rayvon disc, punched on Rayvon. Circle back again with my town, punching on these guys. If we not focusing on the fact that these are big time shots, it's not no pitter patter, it's not no jabs, it's big power shots to the ribs, to the jaw, and he's playing defense because he's bringing out information that's saying that, yo, you heard my shit since March. So to try to say that you try to play this angle like you predicted it when you heard it 2 months ago, that's playing defense. So it's like whatever angle you want to play. Then you're talking about, oh, like, yeah, I knew he was going to say that. Nah, bro, you did have your ass out on the stage. You do say shaky shit on Vlad TV. You do, like no serious person's gonna look at you serious. In a lot of ways, you handle yourself as a joke. This is not me disrespecting Daylyt. I'm just saying the things you do on camera, present yourself as being a joke. So now when you get into this scrap with a nigga, you trying to find all these different angles, and your songs is not landing because you yourself know that he's punching on me right now. And his shots are like, what can you say about motherfucking Joey Badass? I saw a tweet and we talked about it as well. Joey Badass is in a situation where he has both Rayvon and Daylyt trying to play with him like he's some type of failed rapper. When he himself is the most successful rapper in this equation.
Right.
6 months ago, not even 5 months ago, outside of people like the Rap Roundtable who was mentioning Rayvon in passing and saying he got some shit, this guy is good. The masses was not talking about no fucking Rayvon. Rap fans who know or who might have heard a record was tapped in, but the masses ad nauseum, there was a locked in the Rayvon. Daylyt was more popular for his Vlad interviews in his battle rap recently. I see more clips of Daylyt on Vlad than him rapping. The fuck are we talking about? That is an actual fact. Yes, he's a battle rapper. Yes, he's won some battles. But most common people who are not really in this vortex, they know this nigga from Vlad. They know this nigga from saying some Mookie shit. Yep. Tell me I'm lying. I'm not lying. So when you play
doing white face with a blonde wig.
Come on. The white face with the blonde wig. So when we talk about the failed rapper angle, how can we take that serious? Even if he's putting the bars together and the bars are connecting. He's real sharp. He's a great lyricist. The subject matter within the sharp lyrics has to be dissected. And these punches, these are more like jabs. This nigga's throwing you hooks. He's throwing you overhand rights. He's keeping you honest with the jab. Then he's punching you to the ribs and you bullshitting with some jabs. Either you're gonna get in the pocket, you say you got some footage of him, drop the footage then. If that's where we going with it. All these threats, I'm hearing a lot of threats and allegations from the West, and I'm hearing a lot of sharp disses from the East. This is an actual fact. Like, oh, nigga, fucking Rayvon on his joint, we spent 3 minutes. Some nigga, I gotta start saving these tweets. One nigga was like, he posted an essay about Diddy. That was his whole response. It was like Mad versus Mad Diddy bar, Diddy bar, Diddy bar, Diddy bar. All because the nigga said you gay? He called you gay, Vaughn?
And he found like 14 different ways to say the same shit. You know what I mean?
That's not fire to me. I'm sorry. No matter how, even if you know it takes a skill. Let's be clear. It takes a skill to put something together 14 different times. I know 14 is an arbitrary number. It's not a real number. But it takes a skill to do that. But once you break it down, it's like if we battling, Joey's busting their ass. Especially coming. And the thing is, let's be clear. Rayvon, you not Kendrick. You can't just, I'm going to drop as soon as he drop, and then you're going to shake a room. Joey still won the night. You tried to play the Kendrick play. You not Kendrick, gang. You can't drop no bop and diss this nigga. You can't come back to back and diss this nigga. Your bars is not enough. The vitriol's not enough. You not skilled enough. You in the ring with a better fighter. Let's call it what it is. And the last point, I'm going to leave it up before I pass it to Sin. The reality of the situation is, including us here at the Rap Round Table, for a different reason outside of the West, we all underestimated Joey Badass. Absolutely. We underestimated Joey because we felt like felt like he was bullshitting and wasting our time. The West slept on Joey Badass because they don't listen to his music. They're not familiar with Joey. They think they only know him from Power. Niggas in New York know Joey's nice, and that's why we was mad. Like, Joe, if you're gonna do that, we know you. Remember we said that. We know you good enough, but if you want to be a pay-per-view fighter, you gotta start wasting niggas' time. When he started wasting niggas' time, the West want to be like, oh, whatever, because they slept on him. They didn't think he had this in him. They thought he was some jokey clout chasing nigga. Whole time he always had these bars. So y'all underestimating him, and now y'all struggling with the fact that this nigga's really punching on everyone that y'all sent to the fucking ring. And last but not least, because I gotta get my takes off.
Good.
No one's talking about Reason right now. I wonder why. Fuck out of here. Go ahead, Sin.
Nah, man. There was one because we literally just listened to it, before we went on the live.
Right.
But so what I mean, again, quick turnaround. We don't got the bars all memorized, but there was this one bar in particular, and we've talked about this at the Rap Round Table, and this. Because for the most part, it's been all fun and games, you know what I mean? But there was like one part in particular that was heavy. And that's when Joey brought up how many New York motherfuckers got to die on your coast. The fact that he brought that up, at this point, he went there. Mm-hmm. At this point, you know what I mean? Fuck all the slander, salacious shit, the Diddy shit, you know what I mean? All of that, you know what I mean? This is actual fact. This is real shit. You know what I mean? And we've talked about this at the Rap Round Table, but very recently, I think, also. And it caught me because it has been all fun and games, but now at this point, I think Joey is I don't know, he's like flipping a switch right now where it's like, yo, like we could keep this all fun and games, but if we really want to talk about real, serious, real life shit, and have a real conversation about this, let's take it there. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep it fun, but if you want to take it a little bit more serious to the next level, I don't think y'all want to do that either. You know what I mean? Because like that was a heavy ball right there. That was a heavy ball. What y'all think of that?
And that's the thing, Sin. Like for this entire situation, it seems like Joey's been intent on, basically like flexing his ability to rap, a friendly fade, if you will, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It seems like Rayvon, it seems like Reason, it seems like Daylyt have all been looking for an angle. You know what I mean? And they aren't, they aren't working. The Diddy bars aren't working for most people. The insulting of Soraya, his fiance. We didn't like that when Whitney got this, so we're not gonna like that when Soraya get this. Let's keep it consistent, guys. You know what I mean? Like so it seems like this is the first time Joey's actually decided, you know what? If we're gonna have angles, if we're gonna, work storylines, let's go ahead. And even that's working more than what Rayvon and them are doing. See, because Deanie made a great point, right? Everybody here can rap. So let's stop being impressed with baseline. Oh, he's nice, he got bars. You know what I mean? Let's stop doing that. And Jav also made a great point. Let's get to the point where we dissect what everybody is saying here. Like, if y'all are gonna insult Joey about his age, about what he has or hasn't accomplished, I googled everyone's ages. Joey's 30, AZ is 29, and Rayvon is 29. You know what I mean? So how y'all gonna insult Joey when he's a year older than y'all? You know what I mean? He's been putting in work. I seen the big homies in TDE saying, no, Joey's sanctioned. He been on tour with us. He's had fights with us. We know him from back in the day. It's like those, that's not working for most people. You know what I mean? So it's like it seemed like y'all got into this and y'all don't feel like y'all can out rap him. Y'all don't feel like y'all can go bar for bar with him. So y'all are trying to slander his name. Y'all are trying to do the thing we just said didn't work last year in the biggest battle, right? Just making up shit, just grasping at straws. Does anybody here associate Joey Badass with Diddy? Like, is that an instant connection y'all making y'all mind? They got pictures together. Diddy got pictures with everybody, bro. You know what I mean? That's not even a connection I make in my mind. So that's not working for most people. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? If y'all can't rap, that's what Gina Views be saying, right? The niggas better rap, right? Y'all not rapping at a high level to me.
It's not rapping, bro. It's little brother energy, and I don't. This may come off a little crazy, but it's like from everything. Like everybody, like Kendrick got everybody digging for these complex clues and everything, but like it's like the little brother energy that's been thrown like by all the West Coast artists during this battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? New York this, New York that. Every Daylyt clip I see, he got on a pair of Timbs, and there's some stream of back highlighted New York clips in the background. Like, we don't have to do that, bro. There's no nigga in the background with a pair of Chucks on and some Dickies, you know what I'm saying, who feels like he has to play the role. It's a lot of little brother energy, bro. It just comes off as like, it feels almost like, aha, at this very moment today in 2025, we got better rappers than the East. You know what I'm saying? But then when you look at it on paper, it's one guy whipping feet on like 5 niggas, bro. So it's like, even now, you know what I'm saying? I've said this a million times. To me, like our real rap rivalry is the West. You know what I'm saying? Like, no offense to the South. I don't look at most South niggas as far as like highfalutin bars. There's a few, definitely. But on average, that's not what I'm going to. Midwest and all that, but it's specifically the West Coast. We always look at them like, yo, if there's anyone that can hang with us on that level, it's the West. And I feel like they always felt that too. And now it's showing crazy, bro. And it's really, the fact that it's one guy, like I said, the whole concept of we got them now, you know what I'm saying? And it's 5 niggas battling one nigga who they say is some unheard of nigga, even though he's been here for like 13 years. You know, it's just, I mean, the optics of it is crazy, you know, even in 2025, like still between the 5 of them, they should be smoking, Joe, like smoking. That should be a pack full with the finest greenery, you know what I'm saying, lighted to and it seems like even with that, they still can't get past this one nigga, bro. So even in 2025, it's making it look like, if nothing else, New York still got the spinners, you know what I'm saying? From one nigga. It's 100%. Crazy, yo.
100%. I mean, I don't think that was ever in doubt. That's the point we was trying to make last night. If y'all, the people who are not from the city, if y'all keep asking about where the niggas at and all of that, New York is not a mainstream city for rap anymore. We know that. Like, Most active New Yorkers who live in and breathe in New York, we know that we are a niche region. I always say in passing on this pod, New York has kind of swapped with the South, whereas the South had their own ecosystem. They was selling it out the trunk. Niggas was getting paid to rap and doing okay, and nobody knew who they were until they got that chance to run through that door. We know the rest is history. I think the roles have reversed, whereas a lot of niggas digitally are selling their music out the trunk. They making good money. They have strong active fan bases. They go overseas. They do their tours. They merch is doing well. Anytime you go to a underground rap show, motherfucking, I don't think as a unit, I don't think we've ever gone to an underground rap show where it wasn't packed. So the people are popping out. If you follow a brand like Chinatown Sound, it's mad New York niggas. They go to Chinatown, they get their bars off. It's what world class. I'm talking about world class lyricists. There's a whole ecosystem here. So it's like the concept that New York don't got A, B, C, and D. That's a mainstream argument. And I thought the whole point of last year was to push back against the mainstream and to bring the cloth shit back to the forefront by way of the most popular mainstream act. But Kendrick's whole angle was Drake's not like us, right? We really about this hip hop shit. We about this cloth shit. Thanks. So it's like when y'all say New York don't got A, B, and C, y'all making mainstream arguments. To me, y'all talking out of both sides of your mouth because y'all try to weaponize the mainstream argument when it benefits you, but then try to push it down when it comes to a nigga like Drake. So it's like, nah, if it's fuck the mainstream, let it be fuck the mainstream. And with that being said, then it's do the knowledge. Because if you want to ask what's happening in New York, the beautiful thing about the internet is it's free. We all got fucking smartphones. We can all lock in and do some shit and find out whatever. I always talked about in the past. I used to listen to LA Leakers every Sunday in my car, just so I could know what's happening out west. Matt, and you had the lyrical West Coast niggas. You had the gangbanging West Coast niggas. You had the niggas who's making the bops. I've always been familiar with the West Coast because it's my business to lock in and know what's going on. And if I'm not sure about some shit, I will hit Baylor up. Like, I'll send Baylor a link or some shit, or Baylor will send me some music. We've done the knowledge. It's a lot of lazy rap fans out here who got big opinions about what's happening in New York, and they're not doing the knowledge. They're not doing the research. They're letting mainstream media tell them what's happening in our city, and they act surprised when a nice nigga come outside that y'all didn't do the knowledge about. I thought he was just an actor who was a failed rapper. When the last time he dropped the project was one of the best projects of the year, which was 2000 a few years ago. Y'all not doing the knowledge, but then y'all want to scream bias on top of that. Y'all trying to play this checkmate trick bag argument when y'all lazy rap fans not doing what's necessary. This mad spitters in New York. Joey Badass been nice.
Definitely not doing the knowledge.
No, remember if you're not listening and really doing the knowledge, you realize no one ever said, why is Joey Badass jumping out the window? He's not good enough. We said, why is he jumping out the window? Because he's doing some shit that's not sanctioned by New York. It was never he's not good enough. It was like, why are you dragging us into some shit that you did on your own? We've been telling y'all the whole time. This nigga's good enough. I told y'all a month, 2-3 months ago, if Daylyt getting with Joey, Daylight's losing. I said that on this podcast. And y'all seen it play out in real time. So it's like, do the knowledge. West Coast, Arizona, Los Angeles, everybody out west, do it the same way y'all ask us to do the knowledge that we have. And if we have a blind spot, we don't act arrogant and play like we know. You know what I'm saying? Do the same thing. We got niggas do a $20 super chat asking for Baylor. Here's Baylor. Y'all want a West Coast opinion? Here's the West Coast.
What's up, y'all?
They say what up?
Yeah.
Hey, Joey. Hey, leave Joey alone. Leave that man alone, okay? The amount of respect, I'm so happy for that brother right now. Everything that he got coming for him, my God. And he brought Lux out? Why you do that, bro? Like, now, hey, I'm calling Absol. We need you, brother. Right now. Because Lux, the amount of respect, Lux in my top 5 battle rappers of all time. And that's with Daylyt. And we can go like this when it comes to which one is above. That is phenomenal. And the other battle rappers that's coming, and let's just say this about the whole bias thing. It's going to be biased, and I understand that there's going to be sides that say, I don't like the way this sound, I don't like the way this sound. Me personally, I'm speaking for myself, not for my clothes, not for my city. I'm just happy to hear all of it. You know what I mean? It's certain beats that I don't care for, but I'm listening to you making me listen to the lyrics, Joey. You know what I'm saying? You brought Lux out. That's phenomenal. I like where rap is at right now. I love where hip hop is at right now. Now, I could have I can have Joey up. I can have Joey up. I can see that. And I agree. When it come to Ray, when it come to Ray, I don't want a song. I don't want a song. I don't want no hooks. I don't want no hooks. You got to make if he's gonna have a hook, it has to be catchy, but it has to tie into the battle. So again, I'm asking what is the criteria though? Because I'm hearing it based off of what y'all like and y'all don't like. But I think somewhere in the middle we're clashing with our sound versus y'all sound. And I think that's where the differences is coming from because I could sit up there and go in my group chat right now with the homies and they like, nah, what Joy Drop was kind of mid. I'm like, no. You not understanding what's going on. It's not time for the 50 Cent choruses. We don't need that. We need straight bars. And there's a lot of West Coast cats that's not used to it. They wasn't tapping into the underground. While we was tapping into y'all mixtapes, y'all was tapping into our underground. That's the cloth right there. We have a lot of people that love radio music. And a lot of the underground and mixtapes wasn't played on the radio. So when they hear a Lux, it's not registering it. You know what I'm saying? With the gritty beats. That's what y'all known for. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're used to the sunshine lollipop type of beats. You know, so when you hear a Daylyt and he rapping as if he's from the East Coast, is just we're influenced by the East Coast when it comes to the lyricism. No matter what you say, from the Ice Cubes to the K Dots, we pay homage to that. I think where the clash comes in is that we need to know the criteria of how this battle is supposed to go. You know what I mean? Because that's why I said I love what Reason did. Because now you're opening up the door for other people who has nothing to do with it to display their talent. Again, y'all brought on Dime a Dozen. If y'all don't bring him on, if he's not speaking about dog, I've been dropping shit. Y'all just paying attention to this. I'm not outside in that business, but now y'all brought him to the forefront. Now I can see him, and I'm like, all right, he dope. I still would like to see him jump into this battle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take it personal if he did the West Coast. We want to hear you. Because if you hard enough, if you dope enough, and you coming at, I'm like, all right, I want to listen to this. I want to listen to dude. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. Joey could be up right now. He could be up. You know, I did like Rayvon's last. I did like it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I liked it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I haven't listened to Daylyt's latest drop. I haven't listened to it yet. And I really haven't ranked them. But to me, the final right now, finals and Crash Out Heritage is like that's it for me. That's the bar right there.
I like what Rayvon did last night. I just like what Joey did better. And I don't want that to get lost in this conversation. Like I thought, like I like that. I like what he attempted to do, but it was repetitive. And then to me, like you could tell that he's still kind of he a pup. You feel what I'm saying? Because that bar about like, oh, I've been signed, but COVID held me up. You know how much niggas have dropped since COVID? Like you handed niggas the rifle. Like you gotta now it's like you rushing. And it's like I'm gonna ask this to the panel. To me, I look at Joey and they're like, Joey don't got no album coming out, at least not yet. It feels like Joey really trying to make a point about how good he is. And I'm getting this sense from Rayvon that he's trying to become a star. And he's making some mistakes and trying to chase that stardom when maybe he need to take 2 or 3 days and put together a fire disc. And right now it's not the time for a good disc or a placeholder. Like you gotta drop this guy or at least try your best to drop him. What do y'all say to that?
It's pressure though. It's pressure.
Talk to me.
You East Coast niggas is like, all right, they like, where you at? And I'm trust me when I say this, I'm not offended. I understand. But the pressure right now, do you realize how many records have dropped just yesterday alone? We fiends right now. So it's like, who's next? What's next? You need to drop. We put that clock back on him. Does he have 3 days to actually do that? Me personally, yes. But in a lot of people's eyes, it's like, nah, because Joey is dropping. And he brought out Lux. It's like, y'all applying a lot of pressure. I mean,
They got time. You just have Daylyt drop on Monday. This nigga drop Wednesday. It's 9 niggas rapping, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just spread a day out or two. Like, it'll work out. It'll work out.
Yeah, this is fun.
No one's saying that the records are whack. I think that's what's getting, like Jar said, that's what's getting, even in the chat, like no one's saying that the records are whack. Niggas is saying that, yo, like from the Crash Out Heritage to fucking GoldenEye, bro, there's an extreme decline in the fucking powerfulness of the music, bro. Like Crash Out Heritage, nigga, was firing on all cylinders. The rest of these joints kind of sound like bops, my nigga.
There's one cheat code that I think eventually is going to happen that y'all possess, because we've done it already. We jumped out the window with stealing y'all beats. If
that's not even helping though. Because, Daylyt last. I swear this nigga was on Noma 4, bro. It sounded like he was really he was on URL trying to write a rap. It felt like that. It didn't feel like a direct diss to Joey. It felt like he was trying to bar the world, and I'm like, you don't need to bar the world, bro. You need to bar the one individual that's in front of you. That's all you got to worry about. Your life story, the shit you went through with the kid and all that, not necessary at this moment. I think that's why they keep losing. They keep dropping the ball. It's not the words, bro. It's the overall songs. The songs.
You got to be married to the beat. You got to be married to the beat.
And also with so many people going at him at the same time, pause, using the same type of, basically the same disses, right? You're a bum, pro era ain't shit. Right. You know what I mean? You're unique for real. That's why a lot of it is getting repetitive as well, because everybody is using the same, details in their bars. So at first, while it looked like it was crazy, like, oh, all of them going at Joey, they seemingly don't have enough material in order to, land the right shots that need to be had. You know what I mean? It's not Drake. Drake had 1,000 reasons to diss him. You know what I mean? Joey, it seems like, other than, you're not what we thought you were, which is almost a compliment in of itself. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a lot of, it hasn't been very creative in the way they've been going at it.
Well, that's cloth talk for sure. But the thing is, I think both sides have done it. I think who does it effectively? Because Sin said a couple of shows ago, you can't keep flipping a unique bar. But at the same time, unique is flipping the daylight savings bars. My thing is, it's working though. It's how you present the bars. Everything is going to be recycled at this point. It's not too much you can say about Joey
but then
Badass.
You have that ass cheek bar. That was a fucking triple. He cleared the board with one bar.
Yeah, but Jarv, you want to know why? You want to know why? Because he's a fairly new he's a fairly new artist to the world. But bro, that's a new name. So you have time to flip that, and 10 years from now, somebody come out and diss him
and dissed everyone who's battling him with. You don't see what we talk about. That was a triple entendre.
I get that, but that's what I'm saying is how you flip it, and it's because he's a new artist. If he is as tight, if he doesn't enter this battle, he can't use that fuel.
Mm-hmm. That's why we said some people gotta get out this ring. Everybody can't go. This ain't for the kids' table. I'm sorry, and let's be clear, because the thing is, again, there's people out west who want this to be coastal warfare. We talking about bars, nigga. Like Joey Badass could have been from fucking Wisconsin. He's up right now. But
we're waiting on Jersey to come. I heard Jersey got something to say.
But what's funny is I feel like this situation is gonna end without a unanimous victor. And it's gonna come down to the West is gonna say that they guys won, and whoever don't pick the West is biased against the West. That's how I'm looking. That's the narrative of this whole battle to me. There's not gonna be a consensus. I feel like.
And it shouldn't be, because Sam, what's your ultimate goal after this? My ultimate goal personally is I need a mixtape or I need an album with them on that same project. All of them.
What you mean? Who?
Most of them.
Who?
Not Daylyt. Daylyt. Rayvon and Joey could get on the song. Daylyt can't. He not a song maker, bro.
He's not that.
That's fair.
But you need a mixtape from whom? From everybody, or
not an individual thing. And when I say this person's name, I don't mean he has to do it, but kind of like a Khaled type of album.
Oh, copy.
But who? Like an AZ? You mean like just specifically the West Coast artists, AZ, Shaggy?
No, I want everybody. Has. Let's hear more Ab-Soul. Let's hear more Ab-Soul and Joey. You know what I mean?
Well, so
Ab ain't gonna get
here's my thing.
It's too personal for him.
He
got love for both factions, so I think Ab-Soul gonna stay out.
I'm glad you asked that question because it kind of ties into something I've been wanting to say. I do think that like the two sides are approaching this differently. And you know, we were talking about it earlier, where Rayvon is new. You know what I mean? And he's trying to make a name for himself as an artist, not just a rapper, not just somebody with bars, but he's on TDE. Clearly, he wants that. You know what I mean? He wants a big chunk of that TDE budget.
Which he's successfully doing, by the way. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure. And he wants to be able. He wants to be able. It seems like to be able to show his entire artist skill set. You know what I mean? Not just as a rapper with bars, but I can make a song. I can make a bop. You know what I mean? I could be in this video. I could moonwalk down the street. Like I could do it all. You know what I mean? This isn't just about battling Joey Badass. Joey Badass, on the other hand, you know what I mean? He's had a great career. You know what I mean? We don't talk about him in terms of like big threes or anything like that, but like, you know, 1999 is a renowned classic project. He's had other dope albums. He's, you know, a renowned actor, but popular show. You know what I mean? He's a star. You know what I mean? He had that Netflix movie that was fired too. Joey Badass. When it's all said and done, we could think of him as a star. You know what I mean?
Movie was good. That
movie was fire. And so like right now, he's like, all right, I became a star. You know what I mean? I want to take it back to just the raps. So like it's like each side is meeting each other, you know what I mean, on a different trajectory. You know what I mean? Joey Badass was already up here, like in some sense of stardom. Regardless of what y'all want to say, that like, you know what I mean, like he wasn't active in the rap game. Joey Badass was still some type of star. You know what I mean? But now he's come. He wants to get in the mud. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's coming down while Rayvon is coming up, and now they're meeting right here. So like their approach to things are so different, and we're seeing it because Rayvon is over here trying to make, you know, a diss record that you could, you know, spin in the club or something. A lot of us didn't ask for that. Joey Badass, for me, is giving us exactly what we asked for, what we want in a rap battle. You know what I mean? Just scathing bars, delivery, bravado, beats is fire. That's all we want. That's all we want. You know what I mean? But other people want different things.
Saying it, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because now I could look at those three artists. I could look at Daylyt. I could look at Reation. I look at Rayvon. All three of them have given you different traits, but they're not giving you consistent traits that Joy has been giving y'all. That's what I'm getting. Like Daylyt can deliver certain bars, and then Reason can do the same thing. Ray can do the same thing, but they're all doing other things outside of that. Daylyt is approaching it as this actual battle on stage, 40 niggas surrounding you.
It's just funny to me that everybody who's from the West Coast in this chat is going for all the West niggas while telling the New York niggas they biased. That's crazy. That shit funny to me, son. Real shit. Everybody from the West is saying that Joey's loser, but we're the biased ones. Two thumbs up.
But back to what BTG was saying, that's what it is. It's the consistency for me. It's a consistency for me. You know what I mean? And it's a consistency that continues to like grow as the records come out. Because Crash Dummies, listen, man. Listen. It's a steady incline on all of his records. It's not like up, down, up, down, up. You know what I mean? It's a steady ascent.
Consistent bars, consistent landing. Like I said, the intensity. Like I feel like Daylyt got the intensity, but it just, you get lost in who he's. I've never gotten lost into who these songs are for with the Joy records, bro. Like with the Rayvon records, even then I didn't get lost in who the songs for. But the Daylyt records, bro, I'm like, yo, who are you rapping at, bro? With some of these songs.
And then it's like the cultural divide. They saying, oh, you got to understand West Coast culture to get it. Then if that's the argument, then you got to understand East Coast culture to get it. If that's the angle,
why is it always us that has to understand everybody else and nobody else?
Like everything is always we don't get it. Everything is we don't. Then y'all don't get it either. So we had an impasse.
I think that's the point.
We had an impasse then. No?
I think no. I think that's the point.
I gotta get back on this crazy, man.
That's where I think that's where we get lost at, is because we're the same. We're the same, but we're different. So how y'all are feeling, we saying we're feeling the same way. That's it. whether or not you validate it, that's what I'm saying is I understand where y'all coming from. I understand it. What I'm trying to tell y'all is we feel the same way. Two different sounds with the same passion. That's all it is. I'm just a cat that grew up off of East Coast hip hop, not as much as y'all because y'all lived it, but I understand it. I can't speak for everybody else that's in my city that say I don't understand it, therefore I'm biased towards my city. How y'all feel about the South coming at y'all and the West coming at y'all is the same way we feel about when one of our cats do drop and y'all like, nah, that's not it because it's not what Joey did. I'm like, nah, y'all right, it's not what Joey did, but it shouldn't take away from what they actually did.
For the record, none of us said that. You're not talking about us. I don't want the chat to get confused. That's not the
No,
allegations that we put.
Right.
I know, but when y'all speak, I know it's not towards me either. It's towards the cast that's in the comments. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying that whole point, your last point. I just want to make sure that like they know that we didn't say that about Rayvon because there's people who never watched this before in the chat. It's niggas from New York who are saying that Rayvon shit is not this because of whatever the fuck Joey did. That's not the argument that we made. I just want them to know that.
Yeah.
That.
But at the end of the day, hey, this is what we wanted though. You know, if y'all still got Joey up, well, I can understand that. But Joey can only be up by responding to some shit that was kind of effective.
That's a fact.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
See, all right, Hub City, and that's it. Like nobody, I want to make this clear. You see what it says? We ride for just cool. But the thing is, we don't judge y'all for riding for the West.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We not even riding for New York. We think Joey's up because we believe he's up. Fuck where Joey from. Put it on wax. I don't give a fuck where he from.
And everybody up here believes that Rayvon set the bar with Crash Out Heritage. Like this only became a thing because of how good that record was. Like nobody in New York understood why Joey set the Jay-Z line. The West Coast wasn't feeling it. Nobody felt it. You know what I mean? Even the song, I don't even think I ran the song again. Rayvon is the one who set the bar for this to be what it is, but Joey has done what he's done. You know what I mean? And also nobody in New York thinks that Joey is like Nas, bro. Like we don't think Joey's the best rapper alive. Like he's rapping at a better level than the opponents he's going against right now. But there are West Coast opponents that could get into this and you know take Joey out. So it's not like some sort of coastal war. If Schoolboy Q steps in, Jarv is not going to be rooting for Joey Badass, my guy.
Jarv is going to
be the minute Schoolboy Q picked the microphone up, New York is going to be very upset with me because I'm going to be wherever Q is at is where I'm going to be at. Long story short.
Let's not talk about Kenny with Sin, man. Let's be honest here. If the Sin
if Kenny get in the ring, it's over with. You know
that was my next question, Jarv. My next question is:
this man.
We in the group chat. K-Dot coming home next month. What you think?
Listen,
what you mean?
Maybe that Pusha T verse will have some Joey shots.
Whoa, you know what I mean?
No.
If Kenny come outside, Sin is gonna be he's gonna turn his back so fast on any kind of conversation that involves Joey Badass.
I'll be like, what happened?
Over with.
Talk about.
Jarv, my question to you is: Do you think K-Dot? Do you think he needs to come outside? Over here personally, we think he needs to come outside.
I don't think he needs to, but I think he will.
I would like it, but
I think it won't be a whole diss. He gonna get a bar.
I think
Joey's earned the bar.
At this point, I think it's grown enough to where he's gonna get a bar or two. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be not a whole verse, but he'll get a mention. There'll be. Is
it gonna be a Summer Jam bar?
I don't know. But
Andrew Schultz could get a bar. Joey Bag could get a bar.
Not Joey. Kendrick is not no Drake type of nigga. Like Kendrick is a cloth. He's from the cloth, so he understands exactly what's going on. So he's not gonna play. He's too big to not give Joey a bar because the sport of it says that he's earned himself a bar or two, or half a bar even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I look at this shit. Well, we got to get up out of here. I got to get ready to leave the crib. You know what I mean? Appreciate everyone pulling in. I guess we could call this a lunch hour, damn near winter hour. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to everybody who pulled up. Matter of fact, let me just read these super chats off real quick. Yeah. Shout out to BTG on a random check-in. Cam Porter says, you think you got dirty because I buried you, Joey going crazy. BTG himself says, I want K-Dot to respond. Joey's earned it.
Yeah.
Runnavelli says, Joey won this battle. Now moving forward, he going to need to drop more music that makes noise to get him back in those conversations. The battle dot makes sense. I see the vision. Good point. Chip Osorio says interest in dialogue, but it would be nice to have Baylor to keep this balance. There you go. You're welcome, Chip. Cam Porter spun back, says this started with Joey dropping warning shots continuously to the other side, now dropping warning shots continuously after Joey finally flipped the switch. Salute to Joey for the bars and the beat selection on the last 3 tracks. Quality work, hands down. Dark says Ray really said he ain't pop off because of COVID. Nigga, it's 2025.
I swear when I heard like both him and Daylyt have done that, where it's like there was certain bars that was sort of self-deprecating. I'm like, it's not the time for that right now.
Not the time, Billy.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Magic says this is Joey's not like us. I don't know about that. That's a reach. Dalsim. Kelvin Bray says Georgia head here, Joey up, better diss songs. There you have it, people. If any more news breaks and if any combination of the 4 or 5 of us can make it happen, we will make it happen. We're gonna wrap this up. Salute to everybody. Salute to BTG Rap Roundtable. Again, hit the like button if you haven't. Hit the subscribe option. Hit the notification bell to be notified any and every time we drop something. And we will be back. We might be back sooner than you think. We out.
Possibly.
Salute.